map, I think it was like Jai and Clove dropped like 50-60 kills a piece or something to that effect. And that's the scary thing, I think, for Q9 here. If you're not able to shut down the likes of Reef, Jai and Clove here, obviously, I mean, you could probably name the entire roster, let's be honest. But I think, you know, Jai and Clove in particular, this is going to be a tough map for them. I think there is absolutely ample opportunity here for Stillwater to force a map to 5.
I'm going to look at some of the last times that Combine has been played by Stalwart. This is their pick. They actually managed to play it over their last 2 games, beating OUG 250 to 131. And then the real stinger, and I've just had it on my screen and I've entirely lost, but I will find it in a second. There you go, that was it. It was a 250 to 47 against Street. ST, like Combine, is kind of my point I'm trying to make here. Now let's see if they can force that map number 5. I feel as if this series is at the moment that makes it deserve it. And we go to the barn burner that is Combine. It is just an absolute ruckus on every single occasion, and who's going to actually thrive in that chaos? ST will fancy themselves. Q9 happy to join the pie.
This is a big map for both of these two teams. Obviously, Q9 to win the series. Stalwart, though, they've been so successful on this map, and a lot of that comes down very often to the amount of time they're able to convert away from P1. It's very easy to lose track of P1 on this map mode combination. So for Stalwart, just try and get another kill if you can and get Q9 out of it. That's a solid start, though, from ʻıllıllı. If there's anybody you want to shut down on this map for Q9, man.
I mean, just how well he plays with the HS. I mean, consistently going to be a problem. Just finding everybody on STE. There's 4 in a row from get 5. You know what? 6 is about to follow as well. You're already dead. Fox can be dead, and anybody else want to find FDX was the one to fall. Not Fox, my word. It's not working. But bringing his owling frying.
I was going to say, he will open the door there. ʻıllıllı picking up those kills mean that Q9 will be able to spawns in their favor. They get 40 seconds off of P1. That's what Stalwart normally do. And now they have control of P2. The one positive here for Stalwart, they get away with gunfights, they get Q9 into those back spawns. This could be a good heal for them.
It feels as if Q9 have come into this one with a real bit of momentum after that control. ST trying to find a way through, though. As mentioned, those back spawns are hard to break through, but it's a bit of a split now for the 2 hold down inside. There's a little bit of a tall order. ʻıllıllı and Co now trying to find their way through. Skirt can find one through the middle of the map, but Q9 regain control. 40 seconds to play for.
This is a big kill for Q9. Stalwart all trying to get through the front of this hard point. You've just got ʻıllıllı watching it like a hawk. Investment now early. The Death Machine and the equalizers, everything coming out to play, and Stalwart feel like they're banging their heads against the wall at the moment because they just cannot get through. FDX will remove the Death Machine, but honestly, you're fighting for scraps at this point. This is a heavy investment from Q9 on this hard point. They want every single second of time.
What's the snowball mechanic we talk about with operators that is so often a difficult thing for teams to deal with? Q9 invest immediately, knowing they're going to get it back quickly. They may as well just try and put them to the sub whilst they can. Clove has done phenomenally to find 2 there, but it's for absolutely nothing, and the rotation over towards New is not looking too hot either. Curly trying to work the middle of the map and is doing so well. Lovely transfer. As now, eventually, Q9 make their way over towards the next hill, and they are putting STE to the sword.
There's no way you should lose that rotation.
No, there's no way.
You should not be losing that rotation like ever. And well, these spawns are super janky, but if you can hold them down, well, it's difficult for a team to break through the front of the hard point. I'll tell you that much for free. Stalwart right now struggling in the kills department as well. Jai is only at 9 kills, Clove at 6. Those guys, if they can step things up tenfold, Stalwart will be back in the game. But right now, 17 points is not great.
War Machine's out from STE. They need to make sure that they make top operators count. And this is really the first time that we've seen it from STE. Q9 got theirs very good. Doesn't need not 3 immediately. STE are going to start to have to find every single one of those seconds. They're going to find a break back through. Clove and Co operators now, but they need to make efficient use of them.
I will say for Stalwart, it's not the end of the world. You get the back 20 seconds or so. You're only 60 points or so down, and towards the next hard point. That's a wave of gunfights for Stalwart as well. So the first touch looking pretty good, but you got to float more.
Okay, trying to find something there on ʻıllıllı. He finds a breakthrough though, but the rest of the team through the middle of the map aren't able to find a little bit of something. ᴛɪධᴛᴏྡchallenge though, trying to push forward, trying to force them back, and that's going to be a good break coming through from STE. 45 seconds to play for here, and that's the thing. I think some teams can come out swinging. You see those operators come out. Q9 made the most of it at the time, but STE done very well to bring this one back with their operator themselves.
Yeah, I like STE to get team play at the moment as well. You get a player like Reef behind enemy lines trying to play distraction while the rest of the kills coming through front, but now the break that they wanted, and the thing is, when Q9 break, they immediately invest their operators. That's 4 in a row on Olympus for Curly. Hunter killer drone immediately in the air. They want this wall back up again.
Yeah, they want to keep it rolling if they possibly can, and they are rolling it. It's getting bigger and bigger. Q9 finding that break, and that felt like STE's way back into this game. It's far from done, but you think that 20 seconds goes over towards STE. You're sitting at 80 or 90 points, and Q9 are only 10 or 15 away. As it goes, Q9 find that break. They find those 20 seconds, and that lead dissipates. It gets even bigger. The hope dissipates, if anything, from STE. Q9, hell of a lead heading into the second rotation.
Yeah, at the beginning of that second rotation, the one thing Stewart cannot allow here is that 40-point lead that Q9 built up off the back of this hill to begin with. You cannot give away 40 points on P1. You can't just solo focus. You can do that. Efforts to try and flip out the spawns already, because that's what ᴛɪධᴛᴏ did last time. But they will go right. Stewart, finally, wave of gunfights, finally, control, finally, PD2 spawns. All of that has to stay in place.
Q9 looking to put themselves and cement themselves into that top 3. ıllıllı, he just can't do anything wrong right now. Everything he seems to touch, well, dies if you're a CDE, but it turns to anything it's ⴛ continuing his sprees as well. Everybody on Q9 is in a phenomenal amount of time over towards P1. Heading over towards P2, though. SC are looking in those back spawns, but they are going to be the first ones there. They're going to have to defend with their backs against the wall.
Gotta hold on here. This has to be a full 60. You cannot even let Q9 look at this hard point, and you will be the first team to touch. But now it is time for Q9. They're gonna get over here. They're gonna cause some carnage.
Oh, Tempest is out. Curly trying to find what he can, but Jai here with the War Machine, he's gonna cause a lot of problems as well. Continuing to survive, he's gonna try and push them away, but Cloud, he's gonna start bringing some whatsoever. STE, can you find a way through? Yes, you can. You find the break, 40 seconds to play for, but it feels like every single time STE are finding a break, we're always saying they need to find this time. You truly do now. You're 80 points behind, but there's 30.
Yeah, it's just Q9 just being mixy, right? I mean, they're just constantly getting a player in, and every single time they do, it's a contest for a couple of seconds. But that time, it does accumulate, and Stewart, they will be missing that time as we go further and further throughout this game. 3 kills now for Q9. Now they are the ones back through, and if you're Stewart with 15 seconds left, you cannot be in this position. Like, you have to flip those spawns now and get this time.
God.
They are trying to do it, but ıllıllı, he has other ideas.
Did not quite manage to find his way through, but Q9 could not break through. STE did well at holding on, but I think you make a fair point. The problem is that they need every single second they can possibly get in the rotation over towards the next hill, but that's a problem for another day. That other day has arrived, and that other day has new dawn by the looks of things for STE. They're starting to find the kills, they're starting to find the transition. Can they find break? ıllıllı says no way he finds another. Reef is there to pick up the pieces, but there is the trade. Bit of a 50-50 between these two. 45 seconds.
Yeah, back spawn still good though for Q9 here. FDX will find 3, but it means that Q9 will continue to spawn at the back over and over again. ST under constant assault.
I'll have your guns up. You got to keep them completely locked down as much as you can. The choke points to be influential, and those choke points are being lit up by SC bullets. ıllıllı trying to find a flank, and once again just switches to the pistol and makes things so difficult. Jai is the only one who can find anything. ıllıllı now out with the equalizers. The break will come through. We're too close. ST could not deal with them.
That's a big shutdown though. The equals are out of the play for the moment here. So Stewart, they've got a path to the rotation, and they did look pretty good last time around. They got the good look at this hill for the first 40 seconds of it, and then lost it in the closing moments. Obviously, we need to see them do better if they want to close the advantage of Q9 built up, but that wave of gunfights, that is a phenomenal start. Now just do it again.
Managed to really have a better time of things on this second rotation, haven't they? They did well at P2. They managed to break through and limited the damage. Now they find themselves less behind. 50 seconds up for yeah, over towards the next hill. We go over towards P4, and can you defend from every single different front that you need to? Well, if you got some equalizers, that typically does help, but Clove can find 3, yes, but he gets shut down pretty quickly. They wouldn't have minded him